Sup peeps, selamat kembali ke JR punya channel. Yes, channel aku. Yeah, I just found out how to say my channel intro in Bahasa. So today is going to be a little bit of a different content because there is not much of food releases, so I cannot review a lot of food, and you know, with the COVID thing, going out is a hassle. So today we're going to be reviewing this. Tada! Yes, it's my 2 weeks old kind of new Philips shaver. So yeah, out of so many items in my collection, right, why do I specifically want to review this? Well, for starters, I cannot actually find a lot of video reviews about this, and also I would like to share with you guys my 2 cents of the pros and the cons and the features of this particular shaver. And also maybe there are also guys that are in the market to find a good shaver, electric shaver. So maybe this will be in your consideration. And also maybe for girls, you know, want to buy for your husband or for your wife or for your cat, you know, maybe this is suitable for you. So yeah, since we're in the topic, right, how about we compare with my dad's 3-year-old, 4-year-old Philips shaver as well. Can you guys see? You know, the design is fat and bulky, and it is, you know, old. And also the traditional shaver that I usually use. So how does it fare with the new one that I got in my hand? Let's go! Okay, let's first start with the design. The design, of course, as you guys can see, is very elegant, it's slim, and it's very light. And also, you know, it has this very shiny, chromy bit in the front. I don't think it's metal though, I think it's like painted glossy plastic because it doesn't feel metal to me. And also the middle 3-button thingy. Actually, the middle 3-button thingy is actually one unit on its own. So if you press any of the button, it actually lights up all together, and it's also a light indicator, you know, for your charging and also for the battery. And of course, the top part is the 3 shaver heads. With one push of a button, you can easily open and wash it with water. Oh, speaking of water, this is waterproof. Speaking of waterproof, they did mention their marketing material that you can use this both wet and dry, and I personally have used both. Let's talk about the dry first. The dry, right, as you guys know, this is like kind of a metal head, right? If you are dry, as in, you know, the skin is dry, and you drag this while shaving, right, it is very uncomfortable for me personally because I don't have, like, you know, baby skin. So when it's dragging on my skin, however movement that I do on top of my skin, right, when it's dry, is very uncomfortable. It's like dragging my skin. So I personally, when I'm using this, I usually would wet it and put some gel and shave it wet. And this is, you know, waterproof, so no problem with that. But with that said, the head, let's talk about the head. So the 3 heads here, right, let me just try my best to demonstrate to you guys. It only moves individually. Can you guys see? Yes, it rotates and, you know, it bounces, has that springy mechanism in it, right? But when it comes into contact, right, only this 3 head move. This black plastic housing doesn't. Why do I want to specifically mention that? This is my dad's one. The old model is about, I don't know, 3 to 4 years old, right? Can you guys see? This one, all 3 heads, not only they move, but the plastic housing as well. Can you guys see? So this one, because of this simple movement, right, it gives a very much comfortable shave as compared to mine, right? Can you guys see? Yes, I try my best. So yeah, that's the one con I get from this lah. But then cannot complain much because of the price. The price, as of this filming, you can get this from wherever shop that you may find. It may varies depending on whatever vouchers that you can find, right? It should price roughly around 150 ringgit. As for this, at the time of purchase, I bought it from my dad. It's about 250 ringgit for his birthday. Compared to this, it is 40% more. So, you know, you guys be the judge. But then again, this one is discontinued already. So there is a replacement model for this, and it is priced way much higher. But then again, you know, it looks nicer lah, you know, with the design and all that. Also the head, so much more different than this. So yeah. Okay, let's just assume that both of this is available for me to choose. Which one would I pick? I would actually pick both. Haha, let me tell you why. I actually prefer the body and the sleekness and the lightness of this because, you know, design and all that, right, looks very pretty and elegant. But I like the head of this. The head is so much comfortable when I'm shaving, but, you know, it's very bulky and, you know, it doesn't look that nice compared to this. So if there is a model that, you know, that is this head and this body, and also, of course, the price, this price, perfect. Perfect. Oh yeah, I didn't mention about the battery life of this, right? For my 2 weeks of use, I can report that the battery life is great. Since the day 1 of charging until today, I did not charge it a second time ever. And for a week, I use it about alternate days. So a week, I use it about 4 times. So 2 weeks, about 8 times. So 8 times of use and still can use. One thing I want to give praise to Philips is their charging. With my newer model and my dad's old model, right, both of them uses the same charging port, even though it may be Philips' proprietary design of charging port, but it's okay. If you use the old one and you charge the new one, also can work either way. And also, not forgetting, I also do have my Philips hair clipper, which I often use for my own haircut. And this also uses the same charging port. So it is convenient, you just need to use one cable, you can charge both of this. But then again, the charging cable is not the greatest lah. It doesn't use the latest Type-C or the standard micro USB that you can use it to charge your phone and all that. If they use that, and for this, better. Now, one more thing with this head, can you guys see that this one is slightly raised up higher as compared to this? This is kind of flush, and also the head doesn't rise up as much. So it's kind of flat surface, so when you shave, right, this one is not that comfortable, as I already said just now, right? And that this one has this flat surface, right, so a lot more of the plastic touches your face and it doesn't contour well with your face, so this one doesn't give that very comfortable shave as compared to this. Again, high praise. This one has a lot more movement and contouring, so this one gives a much more comfortable shave. Now comparing the electric shaver and the traditional shaver, which one would I prefer even though I've used both? Well, this one mostly, and this one only recently that I've just converted. And I can tell you now that I would definitely prefer this. Why? Even though you may say that yes, it is another electric device that you may need to take care of, you need to charge it all the time and all that. As I explained just now, you don't need to charge it as much. And also, you may ask that, the head probably needs to exchange and all that. Let me tell you, this, since day 1, we have never replaced the head ever. And also, can you guys see that the head, after so many years, yes, it may be a little bit dirty, but it is in pristine condition and it cuts well. And you know why you need to? Because it still cuts well and it works well, so don't need to change lah. Whereas for this, now, you guys can see or not? The top part here, right, actually there is another gel portion of it and it came off after about 2 months of use. And also the blade is not that sharp after 2 months of use, so yeah, using this will give me razor bumps and it's not that comfortable comparing to this, even though the surface here is not that great, but I would prefer still using this compared to this. Now, the cost. JR, but this one costs cheaper than this. But when you think about it, right, this one may need more frequent replacement compared to this, and this one with one-time purchase, I know it may cost about 3 or 4 times more than this, but this one lasts you for years. This one probably like, I don't know, few months you may need to change the head. The body you don't need, but the head itself is expensive, yes. But then again, I have nothing against traditional shavers lah. So for you avid traditional shaver people out there, if you guys prefer to use your traditional shavers, you do you. This is just my preference video, yeah. So my thoughts for this Philips shaver, would I recommend it for you guys? Even though I'm not sponsored for this video, yes, to a certain extent. If you guys have the budget, I would recommend you guys to go for this shaving head instead, because this shaving head gives so much more of a comfortable shave. But unfortunately, this shaving head design for Philips is only available in their higher range. So, but JR, Xiaomi has also released a very modern looking electric shaver that also has that comfortable shaving head that you just mentioned, and it's also affordable. I know, but I cannot say for that quality and reliability. Who knows how long that will last, but I can confidently say that this will last me very long. Why? This very ugly looking hair clipper that I've been using for 2 years plus, so far still functioning well, no issues. This 3-year-old gigantic hunk of an electric shaver, as of today, still functioning well, so no doubt if I were to choose between the Xiaomi one and this, even though this may cost more, I will still go for this. And there you go, that's my 2 cents of this particular electric shaver from Philips. Oh yeah, and I forgot to put the model number. This is the model number. I also will put the purchase links if you guys are interested down below. Also, if you guys have any other further questions or comments in regards to this Philips shaver that I may miss out in this video review, you guys may point it out in the comments down below. I will reply to each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys like my content, remember to give me a yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao. Here. Sepips, selamat datang. Sepips, selamat kembali ke channel JR. Yes, channel aku. Wow, I finally found out how to say my channel intro in English.